Hi guys, and welcome to the Set of Crypto, your one-stop source for all crypto-related news. I'm your host Martin, and this is episode 237, another technical analysis edition of the stream. Again, like I told you guys, I'm super loaded with work this weekend, so that's all I've been doing, right? Working, and anyways, just didn't have time to go through the news today. So we're gonna look at the technicals. What is happening, man? We're getting a small bounce. We kind of talked about that yesterday being a possibility. We're getting it today. I haven't opened my position on Bitcoin again, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna open it yet. Right, but I'll discuss that in a second. Hey, Troy, how's it going, man? Thank you for joining us again tonight. Again, guys, if you're catching this from live, welcome. And if you're catching the replay and have any suggestions for us, please leave us a comment below. We really want to know what you're thinking. Now, if you want to be updated with the latest crypto-related news, make sure to subscribe, hit that like button and that bell so you're notified when we go live. And if you want to keep on chatting with us once the stream is done, you can join us on the Discord. The link's in the description, so is a link to all the amazing articles that we cover here on this stream. What else, man? So, happy Sunday, I guess. I hope you're having a great time. We're going to look at Bitcoin on the weekend as well tonight. Try to make sure, or try to gauge how things went. And, yeah, let me just send out on Twitter that we're live, and and I'll get back to the show, right? Just one quick second here. Why do I send it out on Twitter? Well, we get more people to come in sometimes, right? So it's good that people know that we are live. So it's just the technicals tonight. So there we go. Tweet sent out. Awesome. Let's move on to the screen where we do all the magic, right? So again, Twitter's going out right now, guys. If you want to join us there, let me see what else is playing here. That's usually the outro song, so let's play something else. Oh man, for some reason the music stopped. It didn't like me changing it, I guess. There we go. No, it doesn't like me when I play it next. Let's play this one and hope random picks in. Awesome. So, anyways, wow, Spotify is not liking me tonight. Alright, let's play something off this playlist, see if this one plays better. Alright, it's playing. I'll just push random, and alright, it kept on playing. Nice. Alrighty, so what's happening with the cryptosphere? Yesterday, money flew out of the cryptosphere. We kind of knew that was going to happen because we had a massive drop. So 22.17 billion, around 8.59%. Today we're getting this movement up, heading out to 20, right? Starting at the 20, started to rally up. So again, holding the 20, which is good. That means money could be coming into the cryptosphere. It's going to depend on whether or not we hold the 20 and we try to use it as a trampoline to bounce to higher, right? To higher levels, meaning money is going to flow into the cryptosphere. So yesterday, again, today, going up $1.59 billion. 0.67%, sitting at 237.55% of market cap, right? Or yeah, as market cap, $237.55 billion of market cap. That's where we're at. Now, what's happening with market dominance for Bitcoin? Yesterday, it gained a little bit of dominance, 0.07%. Again, it was expected with the massive drop. Everyone fled the alts, and Bitcoin ended up gaining a little bit of dominance, right? So today it's losing dominance, 0.14%, and like I said, it's usually good when Bitcoin loses dominance. Price of Bitcoin goes up, right? Again, it's inversely related sometimes to price action. So again, sitting at 67.89% of market cap, the price of Bitcoin at 8,777, 76 right now, 0.89. So what's happening here in the daily, right? We kind of talked about this yesterday. We're gonna reject lower prices. We're probably gonna move higher, right? Let me look at the other chart. Let's see if we have something near. We have the 786 to come up again as resistance, potentially at 9,087. And we could try to go ahead and get back onto this area. So that's nothing to worry there. We're still above the 20, so that's fine. Starting to make negative momentum and neutral on that RSI at 55.76. So again, not a lot happening since yesterday. Again, we did get was this bounce, right? And like I told you guys, we're probably going to go slightly lower, create divergence, and pump to the upside, right? And that's precisely what happened on the 4 hours and on the 1 hour chart, right? So again, we talked about this yesterday. If you were on the show, you knew it was a possibility that this was going to play out. I even drew it with small squiggly lines, what it could potentially look like. So again, we're going from a low to a lower low. We don't have it on the MACD on the 4 hours, but we do have it on the RSI, right? Going from a lower point to a higher point. Right now, sitting sold at 39.45, almost heading towards that neutral area. And what I did, I drew on the 4 hours. So right now we're waiting for this to keep on playing up to the upside. Potentially we could try to get to the 20. But we're going to have resistance, like I said, right here. And then if we get to the 20, there's a chance we could reject. But if we try to go above, we're going to have face resistance again really, really near that at 9,564. Or if we go into this other chart, 9,650, right? So again, I just want to, since I'm using both charts right now, I just want to make sure I have everything on both. That way, if we use one or the other, we're covered, right? This would be 3089, 31, right? So slightly higher, like I said. Anyways, I do believe this is also going to be on the 4 hours. Just want to make sure things are properly anchored. That way, they're not flopping around like crazy. All right, so what's happening on the 1 hour? We're here. Remember how I said, like, we could... I don't think I went that steep, but I'd probably did something like this. Right? And then here I told you guys something like this. I think it was something like that. You know, I didn't cross it over to the other side, but I told you, look, we're probably going to end up going to a lower low, right? And try to get that divergence and get a bounce, right? And that is precisely what happened, right? You can check yesterday's stream. I mean, it was there. So we went from a low to a lower low, right? Which created bearish divergence, right? A bullish divergence, strong bullish divergence, right? So again, from then on, we got this nice rally coming in. It's tiny, yet to be determined, right? We managed to get above the 20 on the 1 hour, contracted the Bollinger Bands again, which means volatility is in the market, and we can expect a potential violent move coming in soonish, maybe. And this divergence, the beautiful thing is that happened on all of the oscillators, right? The MACD and the RSI. So good stuff, right? Anyways, like I said, we had divergence. We were waiting for this to happen. Played out. I didn't put my in, right? I could have gone in here at 8,200. It was a super busy day today, like I told you guys. So for me, even though I didn't even make a strategy to get in, so I'm out of this action, right? I didn't take this action, and I'm waiting for this to really show whether or not this is the divergence that we're looking for, or if we're going to come up with more divergence on the 4 hours, right? Meaning that we could try to still go slightly lower, then bounce from there. Now, if you can tell, there's new lines showing up on the 4 hour chart. It's because I didn't anchor this. That's why I like to anchor stuff. Sometimes I forget, and they just makes the rest of my charts very, very messy. So let's just anchor all of this. There we go. All right. So, you know, stuff we talked about playing out today. Awesome, right? Not with strength. Someone was asking me yesterday if this was a good in. I told you guys no. And if you would have taken it, you would have seen that it wasn't a good in. So you probably would have gotten lower, and you probably would have been like probably crying when it was down here, even though we got the bounce, right? And you probably would have sold down here. But I told you guys, wait for divergence to develop and then go in, right? Potentially. So if you went in here, you get, man. You made some dough, right? Like $500 probably. Let's see, what was the low here? 8,271. We were sitting at 8,770. So yeah, $500 up. So that's it, right? That was the play. Besides that, not a lot, man. Sitting neutral on the other side, 47.74. Starting to make more positive momentum. The only thing I don't like is that we're slightly lower than we were back here, right? So as you can tell, probably creating some kind of bearish divergence. And man, I don't like that one, right? It's it would be hidden divergence. Oh man, what happened with the chart? There we go. We're nuts there for a second. We'll be going slightly higher, and then no, I guess, sorry, if we're going slightly higher, then we don't have it, right? It would have to go slightly lower. So I'm gonna have to zoom in here. What was the opening? 8,788.28, 8,788.30. Fuck, man, it could be almost a straight line. So I'm gonna wait for this, and I'm gonna call it here. I'm gonna wait for divergence here before I call it. Hey, Fatty, how's it going, man? What do you think is going to happen tomorrow for the halving price? Well, halving is going to be on Tuesday. You sold everything. All right. Yeah, man. We remember how we talked about this potentially happening? Right, divergence, action to the upside. We got to wait see how strong that's going to be. On the 4 hours, we have it as well. Against the RSI, but not against the MACD. So there's a chance we could get another movement down happening here on the 4 hours, right? That would imply that we're going to get a movement happening on the 1 hour as well. And then we're probably going to get some divergence here, right? And then we can trace maybe some strong divergence also here on the RSI, right? and try to get that bounce. What do I believe is going to happen before the halving, man? Man, that's a good question. Look, man, I told you guys we're probably going to consolidate quickly, try to rally. I think we're trying to rally right now. I'm not sure if it's going to be a strong rally yet. I'm out of the action as well, man. I told you guys I sold at 9,600. That was my last out, 9,600, and I haven't gone in yet, man. Even though I saw this happening, I was busy today, so I didn't even get a plan started, and I don't set up a trade if I don't have a plan. I didn't have an entry set up. This bounce could have failed at the 20, right? We're very close to 20 still, so we're not away. We have not yet used it as a trampoline to go higher, which could mean we're consolidating before a new drop coming in, right? That's how I'm interpreting it right now. And I'm waiting for this divergence to develop on the 1 hour, on the 4 hours, before we could potentially try to get a pump, right? Pre-halving. So, Fatty, I would tell you, stay glued, right? Like, hawk the market. You have to be like a hawk watching the movements, because you could start getting a rally coming in, right? Or we could start getting dumps coming in, right? Because people are probably already taking profit, right? Some people definitely took profit up here, right? I took profit at 8,600. I know that, but some people could have been taking profit, and that's what drove the price down. We could get a post. There's a lot of things going on, man. There's so many ways to look at this. There's people that are saying that post-market we're going to get a rally, like post-halving, right? And then there's this whole other way of thought that is saying what has happened historically in the past two halvings is that the price has gone down only to recover 11 to 10 months after by going to new heights, right? So halving happens, price could potentially go down and then seek higher highs 12, 11 to 10 to 11 months afterwards, right? That is one of the ways that's being seen, and there's data that supports that. But then there's this other thing that says just because it happened once, it doesn't mean it's going to happen again, right? If they have been isolated halvings, it does not mean they're going to repeat themselves. So I would say watch this, man. Wait for some kind of determination to happen on this area, man. We're not very far from where we were yesterday at the stream. We're here at 8,642 right now, today, man. All we did was rally a little bit, dropped, created that rise from divergence, and we're sitting at 8,766, man. We're very, very close to where we were yesterday. So again, you can see this indecision happening, right? So again, if we hit the 20, if you see this drop below the 20, and then touching it, and there's a chance it could drop again. The more we touch the 20 and the more we fail to jump from it, get away from it, the more we are trying to maybe go lower. Again, we're expanding on the Bollinger Bands. We're probably going to tighten before we get a violent move, right? We usually get tightness happening, like here, tightness. And again, I'm waiting for that to develop, right? We're starting to contract on the Bollinger Bands a little bit. Could it happen by tomorrow? Maybe, man. It's going to depend on the movements of the market. I can tell I want to be watching the market. That's what I can tell you. Do I believe what's going to happen for the halving, man? That's a good question, man. That's a good question. I'm still on the fence, man, because the two ways of looking at this make complete sense, right? The other one is what happens after the halving, right? The price goes down. Not the price goes down. Well, the price is going down, but you get half the rewards if you're a miner. So when you're mining this, you're going to get half of the Bitcoin. That means your operation just became more expensive, right? By 100%. So you have to go up 100% in price, so double the price, so you can make the same amount of money and cover the same expenses, right? You're getting your feet cut under you. And now, when that happens, the miners, right? The mining companies, let's say, for Bitcoin, go out and sell whatever they have in stock, because they have to support their operation, which increases the supply of Bitcoin in the market, which in turn drives down the price, right? That is a way of seeing it, and it makes a lot of sense from an economic standpoint. The other ones that are saying it's going to go up is just on technicals, right? We're looking at technicals that are saying that it could go up, but if the fundamentals, man, if people start selling because they're hurting, they're going to make the price of Bitcoin go down, right? That's what I'm looking at right now. So I'm taking it a day at a time, man. Right now, after when I sold and closed my position at 9,600 yesterday, it's just watch the market, man. Watch for a signal that might say buy, or watch for a signal that says get out of Dodge, because things can get really ugly, man. for reals. If you're not prepared, if you're opening positions here, there's a chance the market can go down, right? But there's also a chance the market can go up. Right now, we're in that middle area, right? That gray area that we don't really have a clear view as to where the market's going to go, right? And that's what we're seeing also right now, right? See that failed rally, that drop, create divergence, try to rally, managed to get above the 20, but really not taking off from there, man. And that is showing weakness to the upside. You would really like it to go down? Yeah, I would like it to go down as well, man. I can buy more at a lower price, add to my position, and increase. Again, there could be a potential rally tomorrow prior to the halving, right? On hype, on expectation. So we could see the prices go up. But right now, it's anyone's game, really. It'll be extremely irresponsible of my part if I tell you like it's going to go up or it's going to go down tomorrow. Because I'm really trying to gauge this by looking at the market, and I'm not getting any clear signs, right? The bullish divergence is not playing out strong. We have it on the 4 hours. It's just starting to happen, right? 2 candles, but it's really not taking off, right? Look at the 4 hours, man. It's just more or less like flat-ish, right? Like just sideways motion. You can interpret that. Also here, right? Same thing, right? Look at that. More or less sideways motion, right? If I were to draw a line here and I'll actually place it, look at this, right? We broke below this line. We got back above it, flirted with it, broke below it, broke back above it, and we're holding it as support, and that's it. We're really not taking off from that area, man. Big chance we could come down and go lower. And there's also a chance we could try to bounce on the 20 and go higher, right? So again, we gotta watch the market to figure out what we're gonna do, man. I don't have a trading plan. The other trades I told you guys where I was gonna play my openings, and when I was gonna go out. Right now, I don't have it because I'm not seeing it, right? I'm not seeing those openings on the market where I would be willing to put that risk. Right now, the risk of this going to downside for me, I would classify it as high against the potential of it going to the upside, right? So I'm gonna watch for a little bit longer before I actually take a decision on the market and take a position on Bitcoin. Right now, I'm just watching. That's it. So sorry, man, if I cannot answer your question directly like the way you probably wanted to. But right now, I'm not even sure what the market's gonna do. So it would be extremely unfair for me to tell you to do something when I'm not clear what's gonna happen, right? Yeah, sorry, man. I wish I could have been much clearer, Fatty, and tell you that, right? There are so many mixed feelings about this. Yes, that is a problem. There's mixed feelings, not just on investors, but anything you read. You find an article that's saying it's going to go up. You find an article that's saying it's going to go down. You find technicals to support the upside. You find technicals to support the downside, right? We found this technicals to support the upside. We're not getting it yet. We could get it, but right now it's not playing. To the downside. Why? Well, because we were being weak, man. We're failing to go higher than we were back here, right? And that could be interpreted as being weak. If I wanted to call divergence, right? I usually don't like to anchor from these areas of nothingness. I would anchor from here, right? But if you want to look at this and be exaggerated about it, it would be hidden bearish. That would mean price action to the downside or continuation. And we're getting this movement down. We did hit the 20, but we're really not bouncing from it. We hit it once and twice. So again, yes, there's mixed feelings in the market, right? And even from here, we would even have it here, right, as well. So hidden bearish divergence developing could potentially mean pressure to the downside. Again, the 20 is going to be key as to where we're going to go. If we lose it, we might really go lower. And if we manage to hold it, we could try to get a pump coming in, maybe that 9,600 or the 9,500 area, right? Those are areas we could be targeting to the upside. To the downside, do we have support? Yes, man, we have supports. Like I said yesterday, right? We have some around this area, which we kind of broke. And then we hit a bounce here. I haven't traded or haven't targeted any support here. Maybe we do have something. Do we? No. Anyways, I would be targeting potentially that 618 right at 7,966 to downside. So yeah, there's many mixed feelings, and I'm having some of those mixed feelings right now, right, regarding Bitcoin. So that's why I'm not putting my money in yet. I'm gonna wait for this to develop, and that's gonna be before I actually take a position on Bitcoin. Anyways, move on to Ethereum. What is happening with ETH, the second largest coin? Well, yesterday lost dominance, right? 8.53%. Oh, sorry, I'm looking at Bitcoin. Where is it? Here we go. Yesterday lost dominance, 2.29%. Today we're gaining 0.82%, which is good. Sitting at 8.90% of market cap. Price of Ethereum at $189.69. Where are we heading, man? I believe we're sitting at a... yes, we are. Right on the 50%. Right? That 50% is at... we're just moved slightly above it. But that 50% is somewhere around 189.34. Right now we're sitting at 189.69. So we're very, very close to that 50%. We're facing it as resistance. Then we have immediate resistance overhead at 193. But if we get above here, we could use it as support, maybe range a little bit before we break out. Then we have the 20 to look forward to, right? Negative momentum building, still higher low than the previous low, right? So no divergence developing. Neutral on the other side, 47.87. That's Ethereum on the daily, right? Let's go to the 4 hour. What happened in the 4 hour, man? You know, that same thing we talked about happening on Bitcoin, right? Going slightly lower, then getting that bounce, right? Again, like technicals have become like one analysis fits most coins, right? It's just sad that no one is really autonomous on crypto to be doing its own thing, right? It's just a copy of Bitcoin, right? Look at this: green, red, 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 green, green. I'll put Bitcoin for comparison, man. Green, red, 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 green. Right now red, but it was green a little bit ago. So again, you know, like I said, we're really getting like a copy of the market, man. Like, look, this movement to the upside, right? Hit that 193 on the dot, so we know it's a resistance. Right now we're sitting at resistance as well, that 50% line. So we just have this bullish divergence going up, but not strong enough to get above there. So sold on the other side, 36.36. Let's go to the 1 hour, man. Again, not a lot happening, right? Not good stuff developing. Look, we're getting coming tightness on the Bollinger Bands, which is good. Again, that would mean volatility is leaving the market, and we can expect a violent move to happen. All right, one of my phones started to vibrate, so it's weird. The fuck? Why am I getting messages, man? Anyways, look at this, right? Divergence, bullish, strong price action to the upside, getting the bounce, but not strong enough, right? Again, I do believe even here, this one, I think we're hitting that same high here, right? What is this? The closing. 190.46, 190.46. We closed at the same level, man. Right? We hit a kind of ceiling here between this candle and this candle, and we just moved flat. I was looking for the divergence that we had with Bitcoin, and we have it if I anchor from back here, right? From here, there to here, and here to here, right? That hidden bearish. That would mean price action to the downside or continuation, right? So again, probably why we're seeing this pressure coming in here to downside. But again, we got above the 20, but look, we're flirting with it, right? We're not taking off from the 20. And we don't want to see that. We want to see it hit the 20 at least once, twice, and then bounce from it, right? So like we did here, right? We broke above it, we hit it once, twice, bounce from it, right? On the third hit. So we'll move above it, right? 1, 2, 3 times, boom, hit, right? So again, that's usually what we want to see. We're seeing it just sitting at the 20 continuously. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? We're failing to get above the 20 or higher than the 20. So this would potentially mean we probably could get exhausted and move down. So again, this divergence, chance it could play out, right? Neutral on the RSI at 45.06. So we could still take off here on this bullish divergence, right? Because it's stronger than the hidden divergence that we have here that's bearish. So we could try to take off still. But right now we're seeing this pressure, right? We're feeling it, keeping the price down. That's it for Ethereum. I'm going to move on to XRP. XRP on the daily. What happened yesterday? Lost dominance. 0.13 today. Losing also 0.13. Sitting at 3.69% of market cap. Price of XRP at 19 cents. 19.763 cents. What is it doing, man? It's the only one that's red right now. Why? Why, XRP? Why are you red? Again, we're on this range, right? We managed to get above that 19.758, right? But we're not really far from it. We have, again, resistance at 20.339 cents. And we are on this area of support resistance and area of risk where we could really do damage and come all the way down here, right? There's a lot of support and resistance on this area, this yellow rectangle that I have. But if we fail those supports, there's a big chance there's nothing saying we cannot come down here at 13 cents. Now, I'm not saying we're going to go there right now, I'm just saying if we fail the resistances, the supports in this area, we could go down. But it's also failed with a lot of resistance as well. That's why I just left it as a rectangle. Right, I know it's a danger zone area. Right, it's starting to turn green, so awesome. Neutral on the RSI at 45.31. Nothing happening on the daily, right? Now on the 4 hour, man, what do we have, man? Same divergence that the rest of the market had, right? Again, like I told you guys, just like one analysis fits most, right? We're looking at the same stuff, man. Green, red, 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 green, green, right? So again, following Bitcoin, man. Everyone's following Bitcoin. That's the name of the game. Sold at 35.03. Again, nothing else, man. It's happening for this. It's happening for the rest of the coins, right? I already talked about ups and downs, so again, no point in spending more time on those, right? I just did it prior to starting this, but look at this, man. Look at this. We held this support beautifully, right? Support it here. And we kind of lost it, but we got back above it. That wasn't too bad, but you know, it's nice that we kind of held it right on the dot, right? We haven't moved this in a while, man. You guys, if you follow this stream daily, we mentioned these surprises constantly, right? That 19,440 as we hit that, held and bounced from there, right? So again, a lot of these lines have been here for a while, right? And again, right, same strong bullish divergence, trying to get above the 20. Here we're a little bit farther away from the 20, right? We're actually sitting above 19,758. And we did hit it once, we have not hit it again, but we're really not taking off from there, right? We're not getting that explosive move. Why are we not getting the explosive moves, man? Because everyone's waiting on Bitcoin. That is the truth, man. You can say it's an excuse to get out of like doing something, but Bitcoin is, look at the movements, man. Bitcoin is ruling the market. Bitcoin is driving the car, man. All of the altcoins, or most of the altcoins, are sitting in the back seat, seatbelts on, and just riding it, man. That's it, man. It's not trying to like say that, you know, I don't know where it's gonna go, but Bitcoin, we don't know where it's gonna go, and since we don't know where Bitcoin's gonna go, we don't know where the rest of the coins are gonna go, and they're all showing the same stuff, man. Again, if I wanted to show that bearish divergence, right, high, lower, high, negative to positive, right, so you're going lower with more positive momentum, and here we're going from like way down here, but we can go from here to here, right, and then say we're still having, sorry, from here to here. We're still having that hidden bearish divergence, potential price continuation, and pressure to the downside, right? Again, we're being supported by 19,758. We know it's a support, right? And that's what we're hitting at right now. We're actually sitting right now at 19,773. So very, very close to our 19,758. That's it for XRP, man. Let's move on to Litecoin. Litecoin, yesterday we lost dominance 2.03%. Today we're losing 0.27%, sitting at 1.15% of market cap. The price of Litecoin at $42.04. Again, we had bearish divergence, action to the downside. We got it, tried rally, we broke on divergence again. We talked about that yesterday. Moving down slightly right now. Nothing else happening. Neutral on the RSI at 42.17. Let's go to the 4 hours. On the 4 hours, right? Again, what I told you guys, right? Like, any coin you look at, it's Bitcoin over and over again, right? That's the same chart. Look at this. Going lower, starting to go up, right? Green, red, red, red. That's pattern we've seen. Then green. Right now looking red, but it was green at some point in time. So if that's red, there's a chance Bitcoin's red. And if we go to Bitcoin, lo and behold, it's red. That's Bitcoin, right? Again, in sync with the markets, right? Look, Ethereum's still green, but slightly, just 0.70%. And XRP, we have this one that's red. So again, market in sync, right? That's what I tell you guys. Everyone is moving the same way. No one is independent right now. All follow the almighty Bitcoin, right? That's sadly, that's the reality of crypto right now. Again, right, getting the bounce, but not being strong. Sold at 33.59 on the RSI. Let's go to the 1 hour. And again, it's just gonna be the same analysis, right? We can do this with our eyes closed now. It's just a picture of a picture, man. Like someone hit the copy button on a machine and it just copied across the market, right? I mean, there's probably some small coins that are doing something independently. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying all coins are doing the same thing. But the major coins, right, the ones that make the most of the market, they all look the same. Right? And then again, right, look at this. Look at this, right? Again, same stuff we did in the other ones we can do here. No difference whatsoever, man. I do believe I did anchor. Awesome. So again, right? Bullish divergence getting up. Again, failing to take off. Breaking below the 20. Not good. Let's hope we can close this candle above the 20. But if we lose the 20, again, we can try to bounce, fail, and then look for lower prices, right? That could bring us to the divergence I'm looking for on the 4 hours. So if you haven't seen the show yet, or you didn't get to that, you weren't here when I was doing that part, this is what I'm talking about, right? Maybe going like that, and then this coming down like that, and then creating divergence like that, right? Divergence on the MACD. But again, you know, it's just the market doing the same thing, right? So again, neutral on the other side at 41.91. Sorry guys, again, not a lot to talk about, right? Just copy of the market. But if you guys want to say something on the chat, please let me know, man. If you want me to look at something else, now's the time. After Binance, I'm probably going to be done with the market. If you want to look at XLM, DVT, whatever asset you want to look at, let me know. Again, I might look at gold and silver. I do believe the market's still closed, maybe just opening, and probably oil, and maybe the US 30 right after that. But you know, Binance. What's happening with Binance? Lost dominance yesterday. Sorry, that's in that 1 hour. But yeah, gained dominance yesterday, very little, 0.14. We were losing it today, 0.42. I forgot to look at the weekly on Bitcoin. I'm gonna go back to look at that. Yesterday lost price. We already knew that, right? Losing price right now. Surprise. Neutral on the RSI, 42.89. Nothing to chart on the daily. Let's go to the 4 hours. Again, I don't want to waste your time, guys. So, you know, I'll tell you, if there's stuff we need to talk about, we'll talk about it. But if there's nothing to talk about, I'm just not going to be here, like, wasting time, right? You guys want the technicals, you guys want the news. That's what we're going to cover. But if the technicals are just jargon because they're like a copy of one another, I'll tell you guys, look at the market, man. We've been doing the same analysis for all the coins. Nothing has changed, right? Divergence on the 4 hours. Right, the same way the rest of the coins had it. Same pattern repeating itself. Green, red, 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 green, red. Right, precisely the same pattern. So we know the market is in sync. Again, sold on the other side, 35.82. Let's go to the 1 hour. 1 hour, again, same stuff, right? Going lower. Having these divergence. Did I forget to anchor this? Yes, I did. Nah, I'll anchor this one, and it should be good for the rest of the analysis, right? So, again, same divergence, right? High, slightly lower high. And we'll go from negative or slightly positive to more positive. And from a low point on the RSI to a high point on the RSI. Again, the market is just a copy, right? So we had the bullish divergence trying to get above the 20, failing to really take off from the 20. Still above the 20 here on this chart. But, you know, sold at 44.32 on the RSI. Now I'm going to look at Bitcoin again real quick and look at the weekly because we didn't look at the weekly. We know it was a red week, right? So, again, no surprise there with this red week. We did have this bullish, right, stuff happening. I don't have it in this chart. It's in this one. We had bullish divergence happening. We got this nice rally on the weeklies, right? And we're starting to like, get resistance maybe because we are within this, like, kind of rising channel, right? Look at this line, right, making the channel. And we were at the top of the channel, so we came back in. You know, nothing wrong with that. But again, if we rally, we'll probably be targeting the top of the channel again, and it's getting very close to that 9,600 area. That's it, man. Let's look at gold and silver real quick, right? Why not? Why not? Let's try to get this stream to go a couple more minutes, but not too much. Silver, what's happening? Getting a bounce. When? Today, May 11th, right? Market open. Moving to the upside nicely. Now, there's something that we could look at that could potentially give us a break on Bitcoin, and that is the Bitcoin futures. We haven't looked at that. And if there was a gap on the futures, there's a chance we could try to cover that gap, and that would mean that the market could get a bounce because this happened on the weekend, and the market was closed, and all gaps get filled at some point in time, right? There, at least we get a bounce, even if it's short, quick bounce ups and downs, and then we cover that gap, and then that's it, right? So that could potentially give us some hope for a price action to the upside, right? But that would be just hope. Again, silver going up, right? Finding resistance where we knew it was going to get it. Here, I think it's the 50%. At like 15 and change. 15,659, right? So again, trading within its normal area, normal range for silver. So not worried about that. Let's go to gold. Starting to move up, right? Above that 1,704. So again, we knew it was a possibility. The rest of the markets are closed, so I'm gonna go look at the US 30. That would be the Dow Live. It should be open now. Moving up, not a lot, man. If we still go up, market's gonna open gapping up green, and then we're probably gonna get a movement to the upside still, and that could potentially create divergence, right? That would mean action to the downside still. So let's see how that plays out for the Dow. Now, I did talk about looking at Bitcoin futures, and I do have a Bitcoin futures here. Where is it? This one, on the CME. Look at this gap. Look at that gap, man. If it's true that all gaps could get filled, probably going to get a bounce, right, to close the gap, and then probably going to drop again. That's a possibility, right? All gaps get filled. Look at this gap. Got filled here, right, a couple days ago. 1, 2, 3, 4. This gap here got filled by the markets, right? Got filled way over here. But got filled the gap, right? So we're going to leave a gap, and we should get it filled at some point in time. This gap got filled as well, right? This one here. Look at that, got filled here. Right? All right, cool. Bitcoin Jake sent me a DM on Twitter, so I'll check that out real quick. One second, man. There you go. Bitcoin J, if you still have a dirty fiat to spend, spend some Bitcoin merch. New 1068 Bitcoiners 2020 merch now live. All about Bitcoin Teespring. So stacks sats for 15% off. Let's see. Alrighty, cool, man. It's I think it's a Bitcoin's poster that Bitcoin Jake was mentioning. So there's some merch, and you can have it on your pants as well. It's for ladies, I guess, yeah. And the poster, man, I do like the poster, man. I do believe the poster is pretty tight. I think on the shirts, it might be too small, man, right? I'm not sure, because some of these pictures, just by looking at them, right, they look good, but here, I think they're going to get lost, man. It's going to be really, really hard to pinpoint someone. And the printing job, I'm not sure how you get that, but looks pretty cool, man. Yeah, it looks pretty legit. I like the poster better. That's a sticker, but there's posters and blankets and things too. There was a 50 megabyte limit also. All right, yeah. I guess that like screws the quality a little bit, right? That's why I said poster might be better, man. You can probably squeeze a little bit more in the poster. Anyways, yeah, guys, thank you, man. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm not sure how many people are still left with us. It sure was a banging day, dude. We had a record stream today. I don't think we gotten that many people, but we got some chat going on. That's pretty cool. Like I told you guys, today was gonna be a quick stream. There's really not a lot happening with the market, right? Movements that I told you were gonna happen, right? We talked about moving to the downside, and we did, right? Europe didn't quite sell off like I thought they were gonna do it. But we got the movement down, right? No problem. Look, 2 in the morning came in, right? And Europe kind of rallied a little bit, right? Tried to push the price up. It was opposite, right? We did talk about getting a movement at 2. And we got the movement to the upside. Then afterwards, America came in here at 7 in the morning here. 7, 8 in the morning. Then we get the drop afterwards. And that's it, man. You know, we talked about these movements happening, right? And I remember, like, doing the ugly squiggly lines. But, yeah, that's going to be it, man. That's going to be it for tonight. Thank you guys for joining tonight. For the State of Crypto, I'm your host, Martin. It is a pleasure being here with you guys tonight, this awesome Sunday night. Let's wait tomorrow and see what the market has in store for us. Will it pump? Will it drop pre-halving? It's anyone's guess right now, man. For reals. Anyone's guess. We have a gap on the CME we can try and close. We have some technicals that are saying we could be bearish, right? Right now we're sitting at the 20. Again, let's wait and see, man. I don't have a plan set up. maybe my plan would be again going in here at 8,800 or 8,900, depending on how the market's looking, right? I'm just trying to make up a plan right now. Can use code Bitcoiners for 20% off. Also, awesome, man. So if you guys want to buy that Bitcoiner shirt, you can pretty well go and use the code Bitcoin Jake just posted there, Bitcoiners, for 20% off on that shirt or merch on that store. So again, like I was saying, man, maybe my plan is going to become my old plan. We're close to it, right? So why not? 8,800 to 8,900, that would be my potential in, depending on whether or not we're making divergence. And then if the market drops, I'll be placing a very tight stop loss. Maybe where it's at right now, 8,700-ish. Why not? Why not, man? What the hell? Let's get this going on, right? Let's get this party started. At 8,800 to 8,900 in. If it goes down, if I go in at 8,800 and then it goes to 8,800, I'll move my stop loss to 8,800. Just very, very close, man. I don't want to lose any money on Bitcoin right now. It can get really ugly. That's it. Thank you guys for joining again. Talk about crypto to your friends, to your family, to your coworkers. Let them know that we are here. This is State of Crypto. I'm your host, Martin. And like I said, it's a pleasure being here with you guys tonight. I'll catch you tomorrow for another edition of State of Crypto. Stay cool. Until then.